Hey guys, welcome to Ecemli Türkçe. In this video, we are gonna learn accusative case. Accusative case can feel a little bit complex or overwhelming to learners. So to make your job a little easier, I prepared a free PDF where I included most commonly used verbs with accusative case. So if you would like to request an access to the document, you can visit my website ecemileturkçe.com and then you can submit the form there. We use accusative case to answer the questions kimi, whom, neyi, what, and nereyi, where. It marks the direct object of the verb and the action directly affects that person or thing. Let's look at this example to better understand what it's about. Bir bilgisayar aldım. I bought a computer. It is just a computer, right? It can be anything. Whereas if I say bilgisayarı aldım, that's accusative case, meaning I bought the computer. So this is essentially what accusative case does. It can be a person, it can be an object, but it is directly affected by the action. So my suffixes are I, U, and Ü, depending on the vowel harmony. If my last letter is also a vowel, I need buffer letter Y. So when we look at these two examples, ofis, ofisi, şişe meaning bottle, şişeyi. For example, hangi filmi seyrediyorsun? Which film are you watching? It is a specific film. Bazı duvarları boyadım. I painted some of the walls. Again, here it is specific that it is some of the walls. Now let's look at this one. Bu telefonu ben aldım. I bought this phone. I purchased the phone, so the phone is affected by my action. That's why I need to use accusative case. If I want to say, I bought this rather than I bought this phone, then I need to add my accusative case suffix to my demonstrative pronoun. Okay, so it will become bunu ben aldım. And yes, in demonstrative pronouns, I always use ne as a buffer letter. Okay, not ye. Similarly, şu will become şunu, that, o will become onu, that or it. Now let's look at this example. Bu kafeyi seviyorum. I love this cafe. Now we know why we added accusative case to the word cafe, right? Because I feel something about the cafe. Therefore, the cafe is directly affected by my action. This time, if I wanted to say, I love this place rather than this cafe, I will go to burayı, şurayı, orayı. So the answer is burayı seviyorum. I love this place. Another important grammar point is terminal devoicing here. You would maybe know the memory trick catch-up. If you don't know, it's basically if the last letter of my noun is either K, T, Ç, or P, and if I add a suffix that starts with a vowel, then my K will turn to G or yumuşak G, T will turn to D, Ç will turn to J, and P will turn to B. So let's take a look at the word kitap, meaning book. If I want to add accusative case, it will become kitabı. Kitabı okudum. I read the book. Similarly, dolap, meaning cabinet or cupboard, it will be dolabı. Dolabı temizliyorum. I'm cleaning the cupboard. Or similarly, kağıt, kağıdı. Kağıdı imzalıyorum. I sign the paper. Now that we covered terminal devoicing, we can move on to vowel loss. Vowel loss is also common in possessive suffix. So if you have watched that video, you're already familiar with it. It happens if the noun has more than one syllable. Okay, it will has minimum 2 syllables. The final syllable has a vowel that's either I, U, or Ü. And then if I want to add a suffix that starts with a vowel, that vowel in the final syllable will drop. So, for example, şehir. Şehir means city. If I want to say, I know the city, I need to use accusative case, right? So I need to add E. Şehir has 2 syllables. Şehir. Second syllable has E. So it is, yes, one of the 4 syllables, 4 vowels we need to look at, right? I, U, Ü. Yes, it has E. And I add a suffix that starts with a vowel. I add E, accusative case E. So it will become şehri. I will drop the vowel in the final syllable. It will be şehri. I know the city. Şehri biliyorum. Let's take a look at another example. Resim. Resim has 2 syllables. Resim. The final syllable has E again. Resim. Now if I want to add accusative case suffix E, it will be resmi. If I want to say I drove the picture, I will say resmi çiziyorum. We just mentioned possessive suffix earlier, so there is a rule about that as well. If I have a possessive suffix, I add the accusative case suffix right after, okay? So let's look at this example. I want to say kalemimi gördün mü? Meaning, have you seen my pencil? You see, I have kalem, pencil, kalemim, my pencil, and then I add my accusative case. Kalemimi gördün mü? Have you seen or did you see? I add it because there is the action of seeing, to see, and the pencil is directly affected by it. Elbisesini giydim. I wore her dress. Elbisesi, elbise is dress. Elbisesi, her dress. So if I want to say something that will directly affect this dress, I need accusative case. Initially, we learned that, okay, if the last letter is a vowel, I need a buffer letter Y, okay? But if it is a possessive suffix, then I need buffer letter N instead. So it will be elbisesini giydim. Similarly, with genitive cases, regardless of they are possessive or possessive free, I need buffer letter N again. Let's see these 2 examples, starting with the first one. Kitabın kapağını açtı. He opened the cover of the book. Kitabın kapağı is possessive genitive case. If I want to say something, if I have an action that will have direct impact of this genitive case, of this object, then I need to add accusative case. I opened it. So yes, there is an action directly affecting it. So I add it, but before I add it, I put my buffer letter N. So it will become kapağını açtı. Bulaşık makinesini boşalttı. He emptied the dishwasher. Bulaşık makinesi is genitive case. Makine is machine. Bulaşık makinesi is dishwasher. And it's a genitive case. Possessive free. If I want to do something that will directly have an impact on the object, then I need to add my accusative case. And before I do that, I add buffer letter N. So it will become bulaşık makinesini boşalttı. Now let's see how accusative case affects personal pronouns. So if an action directly have an impact on a person, ben will become beni. I add my accusative case. Sen will become seni. O will become onu. Remember demonstrative pronouns? Bu, bunu, şu, şunu, o, onu. I add my buffer letter N. Biz, bizi. Siz, sizi. Onlar, onları. Now let's see some examples. Beni duyuyor musun? Do you hear me? As you can see, I'm asking if somebody hears me. That hearing action affects me directly. That's why I need accusative case. Seni seviyorum. I love you. Again, my love has a direct effect on the person I'm speaking to. Onu tanımıyorum. I don't know him or her. Before closing the video, I would like to remind you that free PDF, if you want to know the most commonly used verbs with accusative case, please feel free to go to my website ecemileturkçe.com and submit a request. Now quiz time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was useful. If it was, please make sure to like and subscribe and request your free PDF. Thank you, and I'll see you later.